Now we're going to get the latest on the Gwyneth Paltrow trial. Her children's testimony about the 2016 ski accident was read to the jury as Paltrow's lawyers used science and animations to challenge her accuser's story. Kana Whitworth tracking the case. Good morning, Kana.
Hey, George, good morning. So there was a lot of expert testimony on her behalf yesterday, and her kids, who were 9 and 11 at the time of this incident, had planned on testifying in person, but her legal team said that since things were running a bit behind, they were no longer available. Still, their written depositions reaffirming their mother's side of the story. The civil trial against Goop founder Gwyneth Paltrow fired up this morning as jurors sat front and center to hear long-awaited witness testimonies from the Oscar-winning actress's children, Apple and Moses.
The kids were not available, and mostly I just want to put that on the record. I was expecting to take over the case on Monday morning, given multiple assurances that I could do so, and I was not able to do so.
Paltrow's children, who she shares with Coldplay frontman Chris Martin, testifying through depositions that were read aloud for the jury. Moses recalling seeing his mother on the ground, and Apple describing her mother as frantic after the accident.
I recall skiing with my instructor and briefly seeing the collision. And then he skied over and I followed him. And I saw my mother and a person behind her. When I skied over, I heard my mom yelling at the guy. She was saying something along the lines of, "What the F word? You just ran into me."
She came in and I noticed that she looked a bit shocked. And I asked what had happened, and she said, "This a-hole ran into me. He ran right into my back."
The testimony is painting a different story than the skier, Terry Sanderson, whose attorneys allege Paltrow violently crashed into him on a beginner's slope at Deer Valley Resort, a lush ski resort in Park City, Utah in 2016. His legal team saying the accident caused Sanderson permanent brain damage, 4 broken ribs, and emotional distress. Paltrow's attorneys standing ground that Sanderson was behind her at the time of the ski accident, providing a biomechanics engineer to explain the physics behind the fall and ensuring the jury the only version of events that suited the laws of physics was Paltrow's.
If you redo the calculations correctly, what this means is Mr. Sanderson can fall to the ground without Miss Paltrow landing on him and sustain the rib fractures.
That same expert also worked with Paltrow's attorneys to create an animation of a possible reenactment of events using testimonies given by defense witnesses, including Paltrow and one of the resort's ski instructors. A manager for the resort also testifying he found no issue with an incident report filed on the crash. Sanderson's team suggesting the resort may have tried protecting the A-lister due to her celebrity status.
Did it ever occur to you that this instructor might be covering up bad conduct by himself to protect Miss Paltrow, a big spender at Deer Valley?
A portion of what this is really about is the fact of who's involved. This is Gwyneth Paltrow. She's a very well-known celebrity, and that's what's adding the fuel to this fire. Otherwise, this is likely a case that would have settled many years ago and never seen the inside of a courtroom.
Right, also pointing out here that her son Moses also denied calling for his mom's attention at the time. That's something the plaintiffs claim distracted Paltrow, causing her to crash into Sanderson. And you guys, the judge still does expect these closing arguments to happen tomorrow, so there could be a resolution to this pretty quickly.
So they're keeping to the time?
The 8 days, yeah.
8 days. All right. Kana, thank you. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.